Welcome to Idea Mechanics. This is where we break down complex problems and turn them into brilliant, practical solutions. I'm your host, and today our lead innovation catalyst is going to walk us through a really powerful one from TRIZ. That's the theory of inventive problem solving. He's going to show us how to move beyond just trial and error and start engineering solutions that are truly clean. Hey, if you're ready to stop relying on luck and start mastering systematic discovery, go ahead and hit that subscribe button to join the Idea Mechanics team. And don't forget to ring the notification bell so you're the first to see our next innovation breakdown. We really want to build this culture with you, so drop a comment below and tell us which TRIZ principle or tech challenge we should tackle next.
All right, let's dive right in. Now, every innovator, every engineer, you've been here before, right? You work so hard to fix one problem only to create a completely new one, a nasty side effect. It just feels like this unavoidable trade-off. But what if it isn't? The TRIZ framework gives us a systematic way to engineer a solution that cleans up without leaving its own mess behind. This is what we call the toxic trade-off myth. It's this old, outdated idea that to solve really big problems, you just have to accept some negative consequences, like creating pollution from our own cleanup efforts. Well, today, we're going to see how to completely dismantle that myth.
This slide right here really gets to the heart of it. It reframes the entire problem. So look on the left. That's the old way. You use harsh chemicals to, say, clean water. But then those chemicals stick around and cause their own toxic problems. It's a compromise. But now look at the question on the right. This is the TRIZ approach. It forces us to ask a much better question. How can we get all that cleaning power, but in a way that leaves nothing harmful behind?
And that question leads us directly to today's hero tool, TRIZ Principle 38, Strong Oxidants. As our catalyst is showing us here, this isn't just some random idea he pulled out of a hat. No, this is the systematic answer to that toxic trade-off myth. It's about deliberately choosing a tool that is both incredibly powerful and incredibly clean.
So, what in the world is a strong oxidant? Well, as you can see from the definition, it's basically a substance that is super eager to react. Think of it like a chemical cleaner that's absolutely starving. It aggressively rips electrons away from other things, which forces a really fast, really powerful chemical breakdown. So yeah, we're not talking about a gentle, slow process here. We're talking about clean, aggressive chemistry that gets the job done in an instant.
Now, theory is great, but let's see how this thing works in the real world. We're going to look at a case study that solves a huge problem, water purification. This is where that abstract idea becomes a practical and honestly a life-saving reality.
Okay, our guide is breaking this down perfectly for us. First, you've got the contradiction. We desperately need clean water, but using chlorine leaves behind a chemical mess. So, step 2, we apply Principle 38. We inject ozone, which is just a super reactive form of oxygen, into the water. And the mechanism? Wow, it's incredible. The ozone just aggressively attacks and obliterates the bacteria, the viruses, the pollutants, and the final result? Zero-residue purification. The ozone does its job and then, poof, it just turns back into regular, harmless oxygen. It leaves nothing behind.
And that right there, that's the innovation win. See, by applying a systematic principle, we've completely sidestepped that toxic trade-off. We've managed to purify the environment without creating even more pollution. It just goes to show you the right approach doesn't just solve a problem, it completely eliminates the side effects that we once thought were just part of the deal.
So, what's the big takeaway here for all of us as innovators? What's the core lesson we can actually take and apply to the challenges that we're facing?
This quote really nails it. It kind of flips the script on what we think sustainable means. Sustainable innovation doesn't always mean using gentle or slow methods. Sometimes the most eco-friendly solution is the one that is powerfully, aggressively effective. It's about using a targeted, intense reaction that gets the job done instantly and then just vanishes, leaving a totally clean slate. And this isn't just for water, right? Think about air purification or sterilizing medical equipment, anywhere you need serious power without the polluting fallout. And that leaves us with a final thought to chew on. By using a principle like this, we can see that problems we used to accept as trade-offs are actually just opportunities for brilliant systematic innovation. So, I'll leave you with this question. Take a look at your own field, at your own work. Which impossible trade-off will you solve next? Let us know what you're thinking in the comments below.